Hey guys, I just filmed a bunch of TikToks and I was thinking, oh, go follow me on TikTok, by the way, at the Minimistic. I just pulled a couple cards after I did those readings and I got this collective message. Okay, I want to explain this because this is like really powerful stuff. Don't get off your path. That's this message. Do not get off your path. And it's not like, I want to say it's not a warning, but it kind of is a warning. And by warning, I don't mean some like doomsday prophetic, oh, the end is near, like holding a freaking sign in front of your house with like a tinfoil hat. I mean, I do wear a tinfoil hat, but not in that way. What I'm seeing here is don't get off your path, meaning this is you. You have some sort of like way that you're heading in your life right now. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm yelling too loud into my microphone for you, but you're going somewhere directly in your life. And for some reason, I am seeing all of these pentacles as like your guides. Like we all do. You have a lot of guides that are here. You have a lot of voices coming in right now that are telling you things. You know how people say, oh, a little birdie told me. She has this bird here. And I'm going to get to these, but I want to focus on you for a second because this is you. It's like you've learned a lot of lessons recently. You've gone through some sort of spiritual upgrade, right? Like you may have received like downloads from your guides, like how I just talked about with these 9 here. And it's like you've seen the world in a different way. It's like you see things from another perspective now. It's like your spiritual eyes opened up, and that caused you to become more stable emotionally, is what I'm seeing with this King of Cups energy. We also have the King of Pentacles, more grounded in who you really are. I'm seeing like root vegetables right now. It's like you are in that deep earth, and that's how you're coming out, is this 9 of Pentacles here. Like this is how you're just walking through the grocery store, is the 9 of Pentacles. And what I'm here to tell you is, with all of this crazy static going on right now, and I'm experiencing this as well, it's like that all that could be the case. All these crazy spiritual downloads, seeing the world in a different way. Oh yeah, okay, I took the red pill. I decided not to close my eyes to the truth. I decided to peek through the wormhole here with this card. It's like we can have all that experience and then still there's something about it that feels like less real than this. This could be financial lack. If you're struggling with money right now, if you feel like you don't have a lot of support, if you feel kind of alone in the world, and let me be the first one to tell you, this road of enlightenment, if you took the red pill, if you know what I mean, it can be lonely. Right? We can lose people or they can leave us. Really more what I see this 5 of Pentacles as, and people may have left you behind. But what I want to say with that, I'm just pausing because this is it's close to home for me as well. I don't anything that I say on this channel, I've also experienced it. I'm not just blabbing, I'm not just talking about blah blah blah. I don't care about that. I've already been a minister for 10 years. I've already gotten the notches on my belt and felt what it felt like to achieve something and not really be like fully healed in my heart. I've already gone there. So I have nothing to lose at this point. So you're kind of dealing with a dangerous woman right now. Dangerous Woman is coming through, Ariana Grande, that song. But what I'm seeing on this 5 of Pentacles though, for you, is that what has happened is you've gone through the spiritual upgrade, right? You've balanced your emotions, you've grounded yourself in reality, and you're like, I'm ready to go on an adventure. I'm ready to enhance my psychic abilities and gifts. You may even be a reader yourself. You may be a psychic. You may be doing some sort of esoteric work, or even if you're not doing it in the public eye. For some reason, I'm seeing these as cards right now. I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles with all these guides around her, male, female, non-binary, however you identify. And I'm also seeing this 8 of Pentacles as like you sitting in your room, like pulling cards or talking to your guides or whatever. I'm always dealing with spiritual folks. I'm seeing your gifts becoming bigger than ever. It's like I'm seeing this as a big eye for some reason right now. It's like all of a sudden you're able to see it. I think what's happening is it's just happening on the globe right now. It's like Spirit is giving all of us an opportunity to go through this. Many of us have already gone through this sort of a thing multiple times, and by thing I mean spiritual enlightenment or seeing the world in a different way from a different perspective. It's like all these people are talking about all this crap and you're just kind of like, yeah, but that's all like Matrix stuff. And they're like, what are you talking about? A lot of us have already gone through all that. Spirit wants us to go on a new adventure now, and that's the place that we are now. It's like this graduation time, or it's not even like graduation like high school. It's like getting your master's or your doctorate for some of you. This is like higher education, higher learning, and by higher, it could be psychic abilities. It could be even you understanding yourself in a much deeper way. This could be shadow work. This could be you could be having dreams right now. So with all of that said, that's my preface to what I'm about to say. Don't get off your path, because even though you know all that is true, where's my microphone? Even though you know it in your bones, you know it deep down in your soul. Something happens when we're out in the world with all these people that have this poverty mindset and don't believe in half the shit you do. It's like all of a sudden you can start to be like, wait, but like, were those my guides? Wait, did I see the world in a different way? Wait, did those cards I pulled mean anything? Or was it just me and my own delusions with the moon? Was I just trying to spiritually bypass? No. You know what you know. You've seen what you've seen. You've experienced what you've experienced. What I'm here to say is don't get off that path, because you're surrounded by, we all are, whether they're in your close circle or not, we're surrounded by people who kind of just don't believe in that. I literally had somebody, I was like in the height of my energy the other night. Like I was like literally channeling as I was talking to somebody. I was like high on that, right? You've experienced that, where it's like you're literally channeling, and as you're hearing the words, you're like, oh my God, like I'm getting downloads from my guides as I'm talking. The person looked right at me and they're like, are you okay? Like in the past, that would have made me feel so kind of ashamed of myself and like kind of gone into myself. And you know what? I just let that, it's like I went inside with this moon card and decided in that moment, no, my guides are real. My work is real. What I've seen is real. And I'm going on this adventure. It's kind of like, y'all coming? Because I'm going. And that's where a lot of you are at as well. And that's why I'm giving this message today, is to encourage you to not get off your freaking path. You know what you know. You've seen what you've seen. Okay? You're not crazy. You're gifted. Okay? I did a series years ago called Crazy or Gifted, back when I was a minister. I've always taught about spiritual gifts my entire freaking career, if you want to call it that. Okay? So what I'm here to say, though, and this is really, really the point, is it's funny because this is you, and you're like, you're going along your path in this Page of Wands with a beginner's mind. You're like, I'm willing to learn new things. I'm willing to become a master. I'm willing to get my master's or my doctorate. I'm ready to finalize my skills so that I can like take them out into the world. Maybe for some of you, maybe not for others. This could just be a spiritual thing that you've been going through. This could just be you in your kitchen. You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. For some of you, it is. But what I'm seeing since the Fool, it's like he's going, and you can't see it in my cards, but on the table, it's like he's going backwards towards these people. It's like, don't get confused, because 8 of Swords can make you feel kind of alone. You're walking through the moon. You're talking about the Matrix. You're wearing your tinfoil hat. You're talking about aliens, higher dimensional beings. And you're talking to your guides. You're channeling a mile a minute. You're pulling cards. People are looking at you like, no, seriously, like, I'm not even trying to be rude. This is them. But are you okay? It's like, of course I'm okay. I'm better than ever. I'm high vibrational energy. If they're not high vibrational energy, how do you think they're going to react? They're going to be like, are you okay? So this is what I'm saying. Reorient your direction. See, because when I put it up in the camera, he's going this way. He's going the right way in the camera. Don't go back towards this crap because they're almost from the other side. See how this is kind of the mental. It's the mental, and then it's the people around you. It's almost like closing in on you, the Fool. 1010 as I'm saying this. Let those cycles close. Because the door is closing, baby. You don't want to be on that side of history. You want to go towards what you know and what you've seen and what you've understood. And Spirit might even be calling some of you to take this to the streets, to take some of your work to the world, right? They're graduating you. Your psychic gifts are improving. I saw that piece of cat hair or something. And it made me think of a feather. I've been seeing feathers recently as well. That's your angels. That's your angels showing you. Just because it feels dark and maybe a little lonely, because people don't understand. Of course, they don't freaking understand, and you can't make them understand. You can tell people about your journey, but that doesn't mean they're going to look at you. I'm not trying to be discouraging. I'm just going to say, especially if they're from the old life before you upgraded, those people are kind of just gonna fall off on their own anyway. You're not even gonna have to be like, okay, so now I've upgraded, so therefore I need to start cutting people off that are not at my level. Are you on my level? Are you on my level? It's like, don't waste your freaking breath, first of all, and second of all, don't be a weirdo. Okay, don't be weird about it. Just because you've seen and understood something, don't get cocky with it. Don't be like, you guys are so low vibrational. Don't bother with that. Do you think this guy's bothering with that after he received the runes? Okay, he's not bothering with that. He's just taking it and moving on with his spiritual journey. It's like, that's what I'm here to say today. Don't get off your path. Don't let people make you question in your mind what you've seen, heard, and understood, because you and I both know that you've seen and understood what you've seen and understood. You know what I'm saying? All right. Much love, my friends. See you on the next one.